was like making sure I had water too when we did it, but I do.
Okay, good.
I water. Hello, welcome to another
Yes.
edition of Us Live, wherever you catch us.
Yes, live or replays. We like
Right,
replays.
right. We always have to like make sure we shout out the replay gang because they be in there, like
They certainly
everywhere.
are. Yeah, they watch when they can while they're cooking dinner,
I know.
putting some makeup on or something.
Right,
So yeah, Black
right. Well,
Blossom in the house. I'm so
well.
excited. Like this is our first time.
I know. Let me make sure I have the comments on. So, if you are joining us for the very first time, thank you so much for being here. My name is Tracie Collins, and I work with women and have forever. I don't even know where to begin. My brain isn't even focused. But in
Yes.
my world, I focus on building women up from either from a business standpoint or a personal wellness and development standpoint. That is my zhuzh, that is my vibe, and I thrive in that space. So thank you so much for joining us. Black Blossom is our collective business venture that we have started together, pouring into you guys the way that we love. So I will hand it over to my co-host.
Hi, everyone. I am Michelle Wedderburn, and I am in San Miguel de Allende with Tracie, which is in central Mexico. If this is your first time here, welcome. We're excited to have you. And I actually help individuals who are interested in relocating. I create soft landing space using my guest house, which is Casa Elm. And I've been here for over 6 years, and it's just been really beautiful thing living in this space. And yeah, that's what we do. And here with Black Blossom, we are so excited to be co-hosts for our upcoming wellness, relaxation, all the beautiful things for Black women in March of next year, 2025, and that will also take place in Salchi, which is on the beach in Mexico. So we're very excited
Right.
to share this super
Yeah.
cool adventure. Yes.
So I think we should give an update
Hmm.
and then we can move into what we have coming up and what our plans are. We just have not dropped the dates yet, but they are in the works. And then also, we'll talk about our private talks community, and we'll go that way. So let's talk about the retreat first. So,
Yes.
what do you want to say about that? We kind of already like alluded
Everything.
to it, yeah.
Everything. I just have this to say, just be there. Like seriously, if you're thinking about coming, um, it's a beautiful place. I've been there multiple times, not necessarily for a retreat, but to that location and to that particular establishment. Hi, Daphne. I just want to say welcome.
Mhm.
And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you next year. No, I'm sorry, next month.
Next month.
Next month, and hopefully next year in March. So the place where we're going to stay is called Monteraya. It is on the beach. They also have a pool. We are taking over the entire hotel. It's a boutique hotel, and we're really going to be able to just have like this intimacy in regard to the people that will be there, the sisterhood that we will create, the friendships that we will make stronger, and the new ones. It's going to be very beautiful. I'm very honored and excited to share this experience with Tracie. So, this is going to be our inaugural actual meetup. Yeah. I mean, we are kind of like this year, right? Really getting to know each other more and more, working together on
Right.
other projects. But this was something I feel that we were just very drawn together to
Mhm.
create. And Black Blossom was her brainchild name. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So it really represents, I think, what we're all about. And next year, we want to have several group things that you will
Yeah.
be able to attend, and starting with the retreat in March. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about the retreat. And let me explain this. I think for people who I know Oaxaca and the coast of Huatuco may be kind of like, out of the way. But let me tell you what I'm getting ready to do. I am going to make it like a 2 week adventure, maybe a little bit more, maybe about 2.5 week adventure. So
Yes.
I will be coming in, and when I say I, me and my crew will be coming in
Hmm.
like we're going to be leaving SMA probably about a week and a half early, or maybe even 2 weeks early. It depends on how we decide to flow. But we are going into Oaxaca City, and we are going to, experience some time in Oaxaca City. I will definitely be hitting up Suki before I get there, because I would love to connect with her. I love her energy, and she's done so much for the Black community in Oaxaca, but also to get to experience that part of Mexico, because that has always been at the top of my list to venture into. Then, crossing my fingers and toes, I plan to go into this little mushroom town, which is, I want to say, is San Jose del Pacifico. I think that's the name of it. And it's really mountainous, and it's in between Oaxaca City and Puerto Escondido, and then from there to venture into Huatuco. So if you are like, how are you going to make this into a full event or experience for yourself? You can go ahead and bite my itinerary. Go itinerary. I know Michelle and I are going to meet up in Wantuco the day before, but
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to the experience, because not only will we be able to meet other Black women, and our goal with the retreat and kicking it off with the retreat, and it's called Rest and Wellness, meaning that we're going to have some wellness activities, some fun experiences, but we're not trying to bombard you guys with things to do. We really want you to like take in the coast of Watuco, to take in the relaxation aspect of not only the location, but the environment itself, and
Mhm.
what you can and don't have to do. You can do it or not. But there are some inclusive experiences, some wellness experiences. Tahara is going to be there. She's going to be doing yoga every morning.
Yes.
Uh, which I think is going to be dope. Uh,
Yes.
and
We need to bring her on. We're
I
going to bring her
know
on
the
next
next
time.
time we'll
Okay.
bring Tahara on the next time, and Tahara
Yes.
lives here in SMA too, which I'm surprised. Like we haven't run into each other, but we know.
She's a very she's introverted, even though she's an excellent yoga instructor and she's all Black girl magic. Uh,
Yeah,
she really is. She's just really the perfect personality type. Her music, the music that she uses for her classes are all Black girl friendly. So you'll
yeah.
absolutely enjoy her. But yeah, she's very quiet too.
Hey y'all, hey girl, hey. Um,
Hi.
so we are going to have those experiences, and not to mention the food. I am a foodie, and Michelle like assured me like the food is amazing, and you have
It
great
is.
taste in food, so I know you.
Yes.
I know you know.
It's
You know
it's
food.
really good. It's really good. Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of the backstory. So this boutique hotel is owned by someone that I have a very long time relationship, friendship with. And I was a part of the actual creation when they were designing and decorating it. And they asked me if I would be willing to come in and help with some of the things and the colors and all the things, which you'll get to enjoy, right? So I incorporate a lot of the colors like the ocean and a lot of natural materials. And in saying all of that, the staff that works there has been trained to really take the seasonal and the fresh foods that are available at that time, meaning that day or that week. And they make these incredible meals that are one, very good and typically really good for you. And it's just a very relaxing place. It's somewhat it's not super secluded, but when you get to it you're like in your own little world and you can just relax. The time goes by, the day goes by, and you can just hang out on a hammock or hang out on a lounge chair at the beach. You can hang out in the pool, in your room with the amazing views. You can read, you journal, all the things. It's really, really lovely, and it's a place that I've frequently visited over the last probably 15 years or 10, about 10 years or so. So I'm excited to share it with you all. Very much so.
And also, we have a private community for Black Blossom. So let
Yes.
me drop the link in. Now, this is a private paid community, just so you know, $11 a month. We didn't want to make it astronomical, nothing like that. But it's a place where Black women can come together, and we will meet virtually once a month. And you guys will get not only bids about what we have going on or what before it gets to launch, but also get to meet and collectively experience us in a different way. We both believe in providing safe space for Black women to come together,
Mhm.
talk, to feel secure amongst community, and also get to know each other in just different aspects of our life. Yeah, so I just dropped the link for the Black Blossom private community. We do have our Facebook group, of course, but this is, an elevated space to come together monthly.
Absolutely. And also, if there are places that may be of interest to you as well in Mexico, our intention is to really put experiences together in addition to the talks, where you can explore and in a safe group, right? We, I know I do, we want to kind of get away from just going to Cancun and Los Cabos, right? Mexico is so incredibly beautiful, and I'm so honored that I've been able to see a lot of really cool things that I'm excited with Tracie to co-host. So some of the things we want to bring next year in 2025 is going to the northern part of Mexico to experience Copper Canyon. And it's going to be beautiful. We're going to try to set that up for December of 2025. That's what we're working on right now. And some of our other things on our wish list is Chiapas. I know Tracie's dying to go there, and so am I. I have not been there yet. So these are just some of the things that we're working on right now. So we hope you can make it in March, but if you can't, you got other
And our
choices.
Black Blossom community, the talk space, you guys will have first dibs before it goes live to get to,
Yes.
secure your space. And for those who join the retreat, you get an honorary membership into the Black Blossom talk space. So let me say that out
Absolutely.
there. There's only
Yay.
4 spaces left for the retreat. So everybody
Yes.
who signs up for the retreat gets to take advantage of being in Black Blossom, the talk space, complimentary. And I need to say this too. And if you want to take advantage of the payment options, you got to get in because all payments have to be in final by January
Mhm. So now, if you sign up now, you
for this
basically
retreat.
do, right, you do your down payment and then the payments will be equally split for the time between now and the end of the year.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it'll be
one lump sum.
all, yes. And yeah,
No,
we just really are excited to host and have this. So I think that if that's something that you're really interested in doing, definitely jump on it. Yeah.
so I think because you alluded, to the things that we have planned or that we're working on next year.
Mhm.
So we have not dropped the dates yet because there are certain things that have to be finalized behind the scenes and that have to come together. So we are
Mhm.
working on that. But one of the things that you did not mention, okay, first Chiapas. I can't wait to go to Chiapas, San Cristobal. But you did
Mhm.
mention we're also going to be doing a Mexico City experience.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so the goal, right? Again, the dates, we're still working on it. I personally feel that experiencing Mexico City during independence will be amazing because
You
you
think
really, I do, I really do.
so?
It's crazy. However, we can get a nice spot in the Zocalo, a nice restaurant with a great view, and watch all the festivities and all the fireworks. And yes, if you are a city vibe person and you really want to see Mexico City, you definitely should join us because we're going to have all the ins on the places to go to and how we can experience things and get around the city. And it's a big city, it's a city on
Right.
steroids and all the things. I just think it would be fabulous because the energy and the pride that Mexicans have in their independence is unmatched to anything I've ever experienced. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with it. Plus, of course, it's a city with amazing cuisine. So you'll
Yes.
get to eat and experience food like no
Yes.
other. I love Mexico City. I also think you can't go to Mexico City too many times. It's one of those places to where I don't think you could even tire of it. I mean, it's a beauty. I'm not even a city girl, and I like
Yeah.
Mexico City.
Okay, so I grew up loving and wishing I lived in the city, right? Because as a child, I used to go to Toronto and I was always impressed going from Connecticut, right? For those who know, Connecticut's like super sleepy compared to the trips I would take to New York and then Toronto. So Toronto for me was always super nostalgic. My family's up there. That's where I was born. And so going to Mexico City was just like, wow. I was so impressed. I really was, because I didn't know what I was going to be stepping into. This was years and years ago. So yeah, you cannot get bored there. There's so many things to do. And if you didn't know this, they are actually the second city in the world that has the most museums
Yes.
outside of
Yes.
Paris. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
over 150 museums, and they're all interesting. So
Yeah. The
there's a lot to
Anthropology
see.
Museum is, to me, it's the epitome of a
Yes,
museum.
it
Like, and
really is.
I love Frida Kahlo, and that's my second favorite.
Yes.
So Frida Kahlo, the Anthropology Museum. I haven't done the castle. So
I haven't either.
in Chapultepec Park. So that's
Mm-hmm.
another experience. I think because Mexico City requires a lot of time,
Mm-hmm.
you can't get everything in one trip or even two. We spent
Yeah.
a total of 3 months in Mexico City, and we still haven't done everything. So
Wow.
we are looking forward to going back time and time again. But
Yeah.
this, let me say this too, with our experiences, we have a cap. So our cap is no more than 10 ladies,
Yes.
12 including Michelle and I. So
Right.
we have done that on intentionally because we want to keep it intimate, we want to keep it special.
We
Yeah,
want to get to know you.
we want to get to know
We
you.
don't just want to herd you through the days. We really do want to have, like, let's sit down and have conversations. And
Right.
yeah, yeah, I think we both have those experiences in our day to day life here in San Miguel where we really have time to get to know people. And I think one of the attractions that people experience when they visit us in San Miguel or other parts of Mexico is that it's like, oh, I feel like I've known you all for a long time. And that's because we don't have 50 people crowding a space and everyone just running around like they would at Blue Martini at happy hour in the United States. It's like,
Right.
we really sit down and take our time. So, yeah.
Right, right. So it's very intimate. I'm excited too about the train experience for next Christmas that we are planning. So for December, we're planning that. That is actually going to be, I know for a fact, going to be the next one that we release
Yes.
because you have to book well in advance for it.
Yes.
But I'm excited about not only the experience because it goes through Chihuahua, right? We're going to be in Chihuahua.
Yes,
And then
it's in northern Mexico, which is the state of Chihuahua, and we plan to have the meetup in Chihuahua City, meaning that's where we would start, and then we would go to the town where the train departs, and it's a 9-hour train ride through Copper Canyon. If you've never heard of it, in my opinion, it's more spectacular than the Grand Canyon. I've
Mhm.
been there as well, and it's just incredible. It's like, God's wonders. It's really lovely. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. So basically, you guys will get to experience all year 2025. We have things that are on the itinerary. We just haven't released the dates yet because there are things that we are finalizing behind the scenes. But if you say, I can't, make it, how do I still get in community? You can definitely join us on the Talks angle where we'll be going live in community with one another privately
Yeah.
for our talk space, but to come together virtually, get to know you guys that way. And our talks community just gets first dibs and discounts on what we have to offer from a larger travel experience. Now, I will say this too. It was really intentional for us to offer luxury experiences because we really want Black women to know that luxury is something that you deserve, not something that is a privilege.
Right. And also, it's okay to, save up and spend it on yourself. Whatever, however you get there, whether you saved it a long time ago or you're saving up for that specific adventure, I feel that my opinion, the way we've been portrayed is, going to the beach resorts and, nothing wrong with that, booty shaking and thong bikinis and all that. No, we're trying to be real quality, real luxury, having a really strong memory that is sisterhood. And I can tell you I've done this trip with friends a few times, a few summers ago. If you look on our Facebook group, I shared a video. And like when I think about that week that I spent with these amazing women, I get goosebumps every time. It was so special. And the time was just spent talking and reading books and enjoying and having being taken care of, people cooking for us, and just really relaxing, leaving with experiences that you'll never forget. Like it's a lifetime memory. So that's
Mhm.
what we're looking to do. Things
It's
that are
creative
memorable.
memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And once we complete the retreat for this year, I mean, for next year, uh,
Mhm.
all who know me know I love Costa Rica. So I'll be traveling
Yes.
to Costa Rica. I have already started just researching retreat locations, but that will be for 2026. But
Hmm.
just know we are thinking well in advance when it comes to our Black Blossom experiences and how we can just bring elevation to your life and,
Hmm.
and community with one another.
Absolutely. And when you join the group, we're open to just, suggestions on things you want to know about, talk about. Do you
Right.
want to tell us a little bit about the workshop that you want to do during the
Oh,
retreat?
child, I
Or,
haven't even done the itinerary. But let me say this. I
okay,
forgot.
just overview. Because
So,
I want to say this real quick, because someone that's coming mentioned it, and she was like saying, I can't wait to do Tracy's workshop because of A, B, and C. And I said, oh, I need to, just kind of like get some
some
details.
so so let me say this. I just believe in my spirit and how I live my life that I am deserving of pleasure. Everything that I experience should be pleasurable. And so I look at pleasure from a five sensory aspect. And I don't
Mhm.
mean that I should be providing other people with pleasure. That is so secondary in my mind. It is really about how I can experience pleasure for myself every day. And like my environment should be pleasurable. Everything that I eat should be pleasurable. What I listen to should be pleasurable. Like what it's everything. So this is why it's called the five senses of pleasure. So for the retreat, you guys will get to think about, create, and experience how you can integrate pleasure into your life on a daily basis. And if you want to have other experiences that aid to pleasure, that's fine, but it's not something that you have to deprive yourself with. So that's really the gist of how the retreat, come on now, the
Oh,
workshop will
workshop.
go. The workshop will go is how you can integrate pleasure into your life on a daily basis to where it becomes second nature. It's not even a thought
Mhm.
process for you. It is just a part of who you are.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
I wasn't. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no,
I'm
that's good.
feeling well. Like even in my body, if I don't feel well, I don't care how minute it is. When I tell you I'm addressing why don't I feel well, because to me,
Mhm.
I'm supposed to feel well in my body. So if there's any kind of discomfort or dis-ease in my system, I don't care if it's a joint, I don't care if it's a pain.
Mhm.
I'm getting to the core immediately because I'm supposed to feel well in this dwelling that I'm in.
That's true. That's true. I need your workshop. That's all I have to say.
You do.
You know I do.
You do. I know you do.
I'm gonna put two hands up. I'm put it up for
Yeah.
the exterior Michelle and the interior
Put
Michelle.
put two hands up like in the chat. You need to, but that
Yes,
is something
yes.
that is going to be offered for the retreat. Yeah.
You know what? I just had a thought because you know me and my gazillion thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could even do something that is in line with tasting things as well.
Integrating it from a sensory aspect.
Right.
So hear
Okay.
things that you taste, things that you
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
things that adorn you. Like everything should feel good. If it doesn't, we need to get rid of it.
Okay. So I think we'll have
This
really,
is why I don't believe nobody else.
right.
So Just
This is
no,
all about you.
it's all about you.
All about you. All about you. So just as a touching on, there's the workshop. The food is included. The only thing I think that's not, the things that are not included would be like alcoholic drinks, things along those lines. I think that we'll have some special things for like the welcome. We're having a welcome dinner. We're also having closing ceremony. There will be yoga. These are all the things that are part of the itinerary that you will pay for. Ground transportation. We're going to do a pool, kind of a pool party, which doesn't mean crazy. It just means, again, relaxing. But there are several add-ons that you can check out on the site that if you are interested in doing those things, please, go ahead and sign up. We'll get those booked for you, all the things. And we're going to have Brianna, who's a part of the group as well. She is helping us on the back end. So if you see her name anywhere floating around, it's because she's kind of the person who's helping with the coordinating of all the things that will happen and pick up and drop off and all those things closer to the date. So we're just excited. I'm excited. And I know that we are trying to put together December of next year for the El Chepe experience. It's going to be spectacular, and we'll put more info out as soon as we have it. Yeah.
We are. So make sure you drop any questions that you have, general questions that you may have. Make sure you join the talk space if you want to be in community with us in that space. And then also, if you are interested in coming to the retreat in March, which is March 25th through the 31st.
The 30th. It's like a Tuesday to Sunday.
It's Tuesday through Sunday. So if you're interested in joining us there and want to take advantage of the payment plans, please jump in now, because the closer it gets to the date, the higher the payments will be, because all payments are finalized by January.
Yes. And as Tracie said, if you're already there and you have the time and the luxury to stay a little bit longer, you can extend your stay, for reg at that same place. Or if you want to move around, just let us know and do a little homework, because there are lots of options and lots of things to do. I'll tell you that in all my years moving in and out and living now in Mexico, Oaxaca for me has the most beautiful beaches ever, and they're just really lovely. I also love the Pacific coast, but it's just really beautiful there, untouched. It's not overcrowded. There are a lot of sky rises and resorts and all the things. So it's just really a place where you're still in tune with nature and the ocean and all the things. The sky at night, to die for, sunsets. It's beautiful. You're going to see all the stars that you need to see. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think that's it. I think we've updated them on everything, and know that not only about the retreat, but that there's more to come.
Yes.
And you guys are just waiting for the specific dates to hit go. And we are excited to expand and experience our life with you in this way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
All
stay
right.
tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for watching. If you are a part of the replay gang, the links are available. We'll make sure that we put them in the description of this video as well. And that's it. So we will see you next time. We will go live again next month, and we will get hopefully Tahara to join us.
Yes, absolutely.
All right,
Thanks for coming out, ladies.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.